in, she got in right. What time was it? It was like 10 o'clock. So right about here.
Mm-hmm.
And she just sold here. So her account is now funded. She just got
Oh,
I
then
dare you
very
to
nice.
let me
Isn't that
build you
awesome?
a completely
I was so
free.
excited.
Congratulations, Nelly.
She's so stoked.
Very
Well,
cool, man.
she walked
Uh-huh.
out, but she'll be back here in a minute.
Congratulations. That's a great.
Stop loss yesterday, then a little bit further, and then at the end, I lost $1,400 on this account with these fivers, and it was
Yeah.
so bad. I don't know. I was in some kind of a tilt, or you also no idea. It was very bad
Yeah, I
yesterday.
mean, it really looked like, down here where we saw this potential for a short model, especially with this grab, right? And man, it was just interesting how, right, it just kept giving us a potential short entry and then pumping more. So, but yeah, I think we just had the bias wrong, and I'm thinking not moving that stop loss too much, right? I think is key. I ended up taking a loss, another loss for 200. Look at that. That was a terrible day. But
Terrible.
but
Mm.
I think I ended up being down. I made 200 and lost 8. And that's because I tried four different larger entries, right? And took 200 loss each time. But yeah, I would say if you limit it to 200 at least. I mean, I got 4 entries and lost all 4. But it is wow. Look at this, guys. We're just falling through this 4 hour. But yeah, I think if we limit that and actually just let ourselves get stopped out, I think if I limit myself to like 2 entries, that'll help out a lot and not move the stop loss, right? Um, not move it above to above my risk, which is 2 to 250, right? And if I'm in heavier, maybe 3 at the most, right? But I wouldn't want to move it past that. But yeah, I think that's something to journal, right? I'm gonna actually limit myself to 2 trades, just so that I don't get in a situation exactly where I'm tilted and chasing the wrong risk, because it really did it looked heavy, it looked short, over here for sure, and we just we were just chasing the wrong bias, and we needed to get stopped out, and we needed to leave it alone. So that's
And yes, and also one sorry key point for me there, it wasn't beyond my time. I'm only allowed sort of to look at the charts until 11 a.m., New York
cool.
time. And it was the main problem for me, and I'm angry with myself. And the another thing that I have done today on this top step, also my X platform, I've made my maximum daily loss on $200,
Good. That's great.
and then I'm blocked and I can do anything that day anymore.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So that way you can make sure, to take just your one quality trade and then take your loss for the day, right? And then
Absolutely.
and step away. Yeah, definitely.
And this short I've seen also today, but I didn't have the courage to get in so early because of the yesterday.
Yeah. I saw this little
Late.
entry model. I didn't go for it either just now. I mean, it looked pretty good, but we're selling off pretty heavy.
I'm in a short. I've jumped in. Not so early, but I've jumped in somewhere around 9:30, and I'm still holding. I saw it, but yes, my risk is reduced now, and that's also the one issue. Ah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yes, I think right as we learn to managing risk better is key, and I took
Hmm?
2 extra trades yesterday, really thinking we were going to sell off. Um, Now's the sell-off, though. Goodness, I started last night. That's incredible. Look at that. Wow.
And we did so yesterday, this artificial pump, engineering liquidity up, 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 you know. We did saw it, but we didn't short it in right time, you know.
Yeah, it really kept pumping. These
That-
wonderful little entries, man. Look at that.
Wonderful fake out. Yeah.
Wonderful fake outs. Yeah, we kept seeing them, right? We tried to get in here. We tried to get in here. I'm pretty sure I tried to get in here, and I tried to get in here.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Then I was just like, by that time I was just done. And then look at this. This I just pumped way up. That's craziness. That's good. All right. Well, today though, we have retraced past 50%. We've almost taken out all of the imbalances. So we are going to look for a potential long if we get a change in the state of delivery. At this point, our run is pretty close to being done, and we are not certain of what is happening here.
Mm-hmm.
So
we are
going
now. Then sorry, we are now exactly on the weekly opening price. We're sitting on it.
cool. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. What's with Chichaco and Southpaw? Are they trading today?
I think so. Yeah. They're just getting some stuff situated, I think.
Yeah, I jumped in this short.
Oh, nice. I kind of wish I had here. I was looking at this entry and I just didn't do it. I was busy looking at the chart and I'm just gonna wait until I get a good quality entry to time-based liquidity, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm out.
Why Southpaw?
Ooh, about $400 away from getting another account funded.
Mm-hmm. You're on fire, man.
Oh
I got one of my accounts funded yesterday. So, but I'm not trading in it yet.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little bit too Wild West here for me.
It is.
Yeah, so I noticed very impressive, very quick. I mean, the number of accounts that I have blown in last 1 month. I think you have. I think you won three combined challenges, and I have blown three combines. So exactly opposite. So I want to know the NQ lots. How many number of lots you trade in a single trade? And I want to know because in the fast market, if I click the button for NQ, it will easily go to minus 200 to plus 200 in couple of seconds because it moves fast a lot. So how do you control your risk, and how do you manage to get good trades, I mean positive PNL out of the NQ in fast market? I mean that's magical. I really wish to
Yeah,
understand.
it's really made it a little bit easier to stay in micros instead of minis, because minis you can get crashed so fast because of the
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
So I thought you trade in minis. I mean,
Yeah, I do a lot, but when I'm in like I'm in a funded account, I go to micros. Huh. And for some reason, I was going to take a small position in a long, but my funded account's not letting me trade. I got to go check out my account here. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you set your target, and
Yeah,
maybe you
and then
you reach it.
that's weird.
Maybe something to do with number of trades that you're allowed, depending on the scaling plan and the balance that you have,
Yes, or the
and the
maximum
number of
profit target.
active trades that you have.
It,
Johnny,
Yes, sir.
are you backtesting your strategy? Do you have some tools like Forex Replay or something like that?
No, I don't have those tools, but I've
Mhm.
started journaling or writing notes.
It's not bad, to once in a while to test your strategy and maybe, or if you have it, maybe to tweak it. I sometimes buy for 1 month. For example, it's not too much. It's about $35. This Forex Replay. It's phenomenal, believe me. And I have the statistics and all of that, and I can look it later on and so on. Maybe to improve, you know.
Yeah, so I
Or
want to use those replay simulation to trade as
Mhm.
if I'm, let's say, yesterday's morning session. Let's say I'm on the weekend and I want to practice, but
Mhm.
the market is closed. Then I can, go back and live in that Monday morning or Tuesday morning, 9:30 a.m.
Mhm. Mhm. When
Because
you
it's a
backtest it, I mean.
no. Uh, I haven't backed it as I never used that software or service ever.
Uh-huh.
But I
Okay.
have this idea that by using this back-tested feature or the service, we can live in past as if you are, living on Monday or
Yes.
Tuesday morning 8 o'clock, or maybe Wednesday at afternoon 1 o'clock, something like.
Yes, you can. Natalie, are you there?
Yep, she's here.
Trading on my
Uh,
practice.
How do you feel now when you're funded again? Are you happy?
Feel happy. I feel cautious too, though. I don't want to be too happy because, you could end up losing accounts again, and I just want to give myself time to make mistakes.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of beginning still, but
Happy, but
yeah.
not trigger happy.
So-
He said, "Don't want to be
Cool.
trigger happy."
no, yeah. Well, yeah, not at all.
Very nice.
Now
Very
I want
nice. So you are
daily.
together funded now. Mhm.
I just want to do 200 a day, not try to go too far past that, because I'll end up continuing trading after hitting that 200 goal, and it's got me messed up on my first account. So I'm going to be smart this time, and when I hit that 200 goal, I'm just going to let it roll. That's it. To the next day.
200 dollars as your
Yep.
target daily.
On Top Step, you got to do it for 5 days before you can be. What is that? What it is, Dan?
We can take a payout.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
You can set it and lock it as your target. Do you know that in this platform if you have this X?
yeah, I probably should do that. No joke.
It's not a bad thing, believe me.
Yeah.
And you're done for that day. And I believe that you can manage. I also then, as we spoken, 200 or 300, I can take it, but then I tend to lose it. If I lock it, it's over for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably got to do that. But Dan's only got one more day left here, so we're waiting for to be set up.
Yep. Getting close. I'm gonna be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. The truck was there. Hello, Chich. What's up? Have you traded today?
Wow.
So you are in a long. I didn't hear you. It's a bit fuzzy connection. Okay. I wanted to hear that I'm also in a long. Then you're not. Why then? Why then? 7:30 is above us.
Yeah, I'm about to be for the.
I'm just kidding.
Well, those are good, too.
We are.
No.
No, I can
Do
hear a
you
little
want us?
sound actually.
Mhm.
All right, I'm
You
gonna
hear
buy
it
two,
or
guys.
no?
Stop is here. I'm going in long. So my target is no. I was waiting for the displacement above this 5-minute fair value gap.
You are the
We got
influencer.
displacement. So once we made that fair value gap, we have some highs here that it might take a second to get through. We might sit in a drawdown and come back and bounce it, but there's been a lot of liquidity today. So and so stop is behind candle 1, 2, 3. Stop is behind candle 1 on this 1-minute fair value gap. Just so you guys know. See that right here. Oh, 7:30 is all the way up here, man.
These highs.
27:41. This is a great long. We get it. We have a change in the state of delivery. If we can take these highs as well, we're showing. I want to see some more displacement. And that's our target. We could bleed something off here on the top of this 5. We'll see how it behaves. Okay, on retracement, I did want to get like 3 to 4 contracts. Let me see if I can adjust risk. We have a fair value gap I can move to, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm showing 50% at about 26.46 as a potential turnaround. Yeah.
There's a 15-minute. There's an
Yeah,
old
there is.
right there. Over here. Yeah. There's a
But
bearish
if we
15-minute.
we head back up to London High in the 7:30 as far as like shooting for the moon, there's an order block up there too. Order block sitting right above that. I'm in just 2 minis, but I have a runner sitting up there.
Yeah, see my risk is 200. If I can get another fair value gap to sit behind, I will add one and adjust up to it.
I'm in my fund. I'm in my funded account now, so I'm nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drink some more. I'm gonna drink some more strong coffee. I'll drink some more strong coffee. It'll help me not be nervous.
Ah. Mhm.
Yeah.
But Southpaw, don't blame it later like your son on the coffee. Okay. That was cool. Yeah. Mhm.
Did she
That's
drop?
phenomenal.
Did she? Did she drop the mic right after that?
Mhm. Cool. So,
So great.
guys, we uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, bud, if she wasn't so busy with my granddaughters, you might have to teach her more about trading because we could use a psychologist on this team.
Oh, that's very good. Mhm. Mhm.
Yep.
Absolutely.
No, 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 no. No, no, you don't call them screw ups. You call them learning experiences. Learning
Learning
experiences.
curve. Yeah. Okay.
Well, and something I was thinking about this the other day. Actually yesterday I was thinking about this in the car. You know,
Mhm.
the most successful traders in the world, in most cases, have also taken the greatest losses. So think about
That's
that.
deep.
Do we
Mhm.
come in here thinking that with an expectation somehow that we are going to be better than the best traders in the world right off the bat? Right away, we think we might be better than them. But the best traders in the world have generally taken the greatest losses ever, right?
You're right.
Yeah. No, that's exactly right. That's what it's like. So that's a thing to understand. Like we don't want to when we have a strategy, right? You can back test it or forward test it. Do both. Get where you're convicted about it. And like yesterday, I took 4 big losses in a row. Not big, but I mean, they were managed. They were $200, around $200, and I took 4 in a row because I really thought we were going short. And I had my bias flipped, and I kept trying to get a good entry going short, and I kept getting stopped out. And something like that is like, okay, we can learn from that. Hey, let's limit our trades. Let's do this. Let's do that. But the model should stay the same. And I was looking at my model. I was like, you know what? We did actually sweep time-based liquidity already down low. So I should have
Mhm.
checked that off in my model and said, hey, you know what? Once I get stopped out once, since we don't necessarily have a drawdown of time-based liquidity, let's leave it alone, right? And I should have done that, right? Stuck to that. So, but I can learn from yesterday. I took some losses, that's fine, but that doesn't mean the whole strategy is null. That doesn't mean, oh no, I've got to be nervous and frustrated. Once I get stopped out once, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, today's a new
Mhm.
day. Now, controlling the losses, right? Like limiting them to a couple $100 is a great idea. And that helps with that discouragement, because I was thinking, hey, I took 4 stop outs. 4. Like, eventually, with a good model, probability is in my favor. Half the time I do win,
Mm-hmm.
and half the time it runs a lot further than my losses. A lot further. So I feel good even taking those losses after being in such a winning streak, because it's a matter of time until things work out, right? I'm gonna keep to my model. I'm not gonna change how I feel. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna panic. And it's a fractal experience, right? So as long as we're managing R&R and we're sticking to our trading plan, and recognizing maybe when we deviated a little, I'd say one deviation yesterday is we swept the time-based lows. I recognized it, but I didn't factor that into my decision making when I kept going in short. I should have, once I got stopped out, I should have thought, well, you know what? Maybe we swept those already. Maybe we don't have a draw. Maybe we're generating liquidity and I need to stop and watch for another hour, right? Instead of doing that, I kept looking for an entry. So that's something I can journal and learn from. And it's great because it's always a learning experience. But it doesn't change my trade plan. I actually noticed that I wasn't following one little aspect of my trade plan. And I can honestly say, hey, I discovered that. Okay, I'm gonna be more attentive next time, So it's so good. It's so good. It allows us to grow and allows us just to be more aware in the moment, right? Taking healthy losses. It's good stuff.
What can Chichako tell us and learn us from yesterday's mistake? Do you have any thoughts, Chichako? Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Right, just so we have 2 3-minute fair value gaps, guys. One, we've got one here. It's like my chart's looking a little messy now. I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. And one here. So based on that, I'm gonna get rid of all this analysis because it's just killing me. All right. So based on that, I'm actually gonna move my stop up to candle 1 because I have a fair value gap here. I have a fair value gap here. And for good practices, right? My profit target is there. Let's see, on this high. So we're a little bit above 50%. If we retrace down into this gap, I will add a contract. That way I'm maintaining the same risk, and and able to add to my trade in the first 50%. And it's a practice I'm working developing so that I can add in the first 50% of my trade and then bleed off contracts in the last 50%, right? I may not get that opportunity. We will see.
What's that, Shipwreck?
Yeah. And I think the key is to manage risk at the same time. We have to get a loss location before we add so that we're maintaining the same risk, right? You got to be maintaining the same risk. You have to be, or adding very small amounts of risk, right? And that, right, right, which is, yeah, we have 2 3 minutes, so I'm behind the second 3 minutes. So, if we get a retracement to this one, that's an opportunity, right? To add. And so not only am I moving the stop behind 2, I'm going to wait for a retracement into my fair value gap 1, leading my price to add, right? And I need to be also my other rule is I need to be above or I need to be below discount of my profit target, right? So let's take that high. There it is. So we're right at 50%. That's why I need it to retrace to here. So as long as I'm not adding after this point, after 50%, I don't really see that adding can help you too much. It can kind of hurt you more than it can help you. But before we move past the 50% mark of our profit target, adding to your trade can help you substantially. You will make a lot more. But again, this is a really hard behavior to do. Just because you have to take into account that you're managing risk structurally with what the market's giving you, in addition to keeping into account your profit target that's reasonable and specific. And then we want to be adding on retracements. So there's a lot to consider to generate this like really positive behavior that allows you to make more. But it's something I want to work on here for the intraday trading for sure.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. 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 Ego. It's our ego. Mhm. That's a good point. Mhm.
Okay. We do have a 5 minute. I really like the 5 minute. We're hopefully going to generate another gap. Based on my new stop loss location, I'm actually going to go ahead and add one, guys. And the
Yeah,
reason
just,
being, if I come
just
to my
FYI, you guys, I was looking at
Under 50.
TPs, TP levels, and we kind of have a double high on the 1 hour, right around the Asian high. So I have my runner set to that, somewhere that makes sense.
Yeah, you know what? I might just throw my profit target up there and then like limit sell one here.
You know, just so I'm not smoking hopium and I think it might go there, I'm just trying to figure out some logical place that it could run.
Yeah.
Because that hopium can be very expensive. Twenty thousand what?
Yeah, I'm gonna limit sell one on the 730.
That's where I've got my PT set. 20,737.75.
Cool.
Yes,
I
and
I didn't know that we have a family here trading together.
yeah.
Good to- Close. Yeah, I think at least 20. Let's see. Yeah, very close. 18, 19 years, something like that. We've been hanging out, doing all sorts
We're
of fun
college friends,
stuff.
school friends.
Yeah. Yeah, we got back to the trading. Yeah, we used to do surfing together years and years and years ago. Like so much fun. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Cool.
Okay, we slowed down quite a bit here.
Yeah, it does look like we're just consolidating.
Well, our Our orange folder news came and went on 10 o'clock, pending home sales. 10:30, we have crude oil inventories, but it's an orange folder too.
What were pending home sales? Are
I
they
mean,
up?
crude oil, no, it hasn't come up yet, 10:30.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, yeah. Wow, what a spike in non-farm employment. We got almost 100,000 more jobs through appeared here.
Yeah, you think they're actually counting now or what?
Yeah, Love
For
has this.
sure.
It's election year, man. You got to watch it.
They only analyze payroll data from 25 million workers. Yeah, see again, right? These sample sizes are just so small. So small. And it's regional too, right? I mean, jobs are very regional. You know, say you surveyed somewhere somewhere in Michigan, larger cities, Detroit, Chicago, out west. You're gonna see jobs fall. You know what I mean? And if you change the location to somewhere with like a military industrial complex, you're gonna see jobs increase like ridiculously. You know what I mean? So it is a very regional experience in terms of like jobs increasing and decreasing. So the fact that they're just pulling like some random 20 something million surveys, I don't know. Yeah, it really is the data is not great. I mean, granted, I imagine it's a lot of work to gather this kind of data, so I'm not shortchanging them, but still, a little bit more would be better. A lot more would be better. Yeah, I mean, you think this stuff shows up on your tax stuff as a company, though, how many employees you have, right? I mean, that actually shouldn't be too hard if the IRS was organized. I don't know how organized they are. They seem to be organized enough to not miss much. But like in the same sense, like yeah, I mean, you should be able to just find every company in the United States that's filing taxes and see what their employment change, right? Every tax season. Shouldn't be that hard. That's what I would do. I mean, granted, you're gonna miss the sole proprietors and the under the and then just smaller businesses, but the ones that are actually filed, which are quite a few, you're gonna actually get data on. So all right,
Crawling.
we're crawling up, guys. Well, we did take that high. I do like that a lot. So it's just like yesterday, only we're in a long. Thank God.
We are on the right side.
Yeah, we're on the
This
right
time.
side today, gentlemen, ladies.
Congratulations
hmm
all together. We're finally on the same page with the market.
And see, even with again, Igor, even with like $1,000 loss, right?
Mhm.
If you hold your stop and you're 4 contracts in, you can make that back in one day.
Absolutely.
I
That's
hope.
one point that I've noticed so far. One trade and only one trade can make the difference. Or
Mhm.
you can win your, for example, funded account. You can get out from your drawdown and so on. It's
Mhm.
crazy.
We're only paid by the quality of decisions we make, not the quantity, not the frequency, just the quality.
Right, man. Mhm.
Yeah.
Totally opposite of what we are all learning in our schools, this hamster wheel mentality.
Yeah. It really is the opposite, isn't it? So
Totally.
different from everything our kids are taught.
And you can and you must reprogram or brainwash yourself to be able maybe to do that
Yeah.
without training.
Yeah, like right now I'm tempted to check the box. If I close this trade, I could take a payout.
Yeah, sure.
Mm,
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I think for me, I definitely want to cover my losses out into the future as well, though, with every trade that I make, you know? So I wanna definitely hold to my targets, regardless of like a feeling or trying to check a box. Because even if I took a loss today for 200, you know, eventually this behavior is gonna get me 1,000 or two. You know what I mean?
mhm.
This week likely, you know. And I'll look back and be like, oh no, I took four stop outs, you know, and I'm gonna get two or three trades in a row at some point as well, and if they're quality, I'm gonna well exceed that by three or four times the money, and I'll take a much better payout. But the key is, right, I'm not risking a lot. I'm really not, you know.
Uh, Hello.
I
Yeah.
heard
So
Rob.
Danny,
Yeah.
um,
So
hello.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Danny?
So the idea is if you have crossed 200 marks for today and you are in very good position now, and if you move, maybe the idea is if you move your stop loss well above the 200 or maybe 210, you have a risk free. You will let it run, let it go up above, and if it falls back down, at least you will book $210. So instead
Right.
of closing right away right now, what we can do, we can move the stop loss well above 210 or 205 something.
It's true. I could. Um, think Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. For me, I figure I'm what three, four, $450 in the negative in terms of cost to operate this account so far, right? It cost me 6 resets and a activation fee, right, of 150. 6 resets of $50 and activation fee of 150. So I'm $450 negative, you know. I've sat in drawdowns of like $20,000. So, 450 is all right. I'm cool with waiting. It's all good. It's all good. I've seen negative like 20K on my chart. And I'm like, oh wait, it's all good. But that you definitely have to make that money, to and have if you have a large chunk of change, even though that sounds all flashy and whatever, it literally feels the same. You know what I mean? It feels the same. Um, and so what you want to do is just train good behavior. Like, hey, do you have a realistic target? Yeah, do you? Okay. Well, then, can I sit through a drawdown? Can I sit through a place that I'm profitable and maybe it reverses a little bit? And as long as I have a reasonable profit target, yeah, sure enough, I can. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're hitting some highs here, so something to be aware of. We just encroached on London low. And we are doing the nice little curving off a little bit, but we'll see if we get another push. That orange folder news, it's here. Did it come out? Let's see what happened. I know there's an X button on here somewhere. I'm so tired. Let's see. It's in here somewhere. There it is. All right. Let me check let's just do orange. There's gonna be so many more. Apply filter. Cool. So pending home sales went up. Crude oil inventories are down. Advanced GDP price index. Just a little bit below the forecast. That's cool. It looks like inflation's coming down. I'm just joking. No, it's not. I love how they exclude certain measures over the years. It was last year. Yeah, exactly. Huh. That's math. Yeah, it does. If you understand charts and you trade, actually, you can see right through that stuff. And the average person that doesn't do this, is gonna just look at the information like that sounds good. And like, well, if you look at it on a chart, it doesn't look good. Looks really, really bad. Looks like we're headed the wrong. I think they celebrate the fact that we're moving in the wrong direction slightly slower. You know what I mean? We're like, well, there's the cliff. We were going 90 miles an hour. We're only going 60, guys. Everyone celebrate. That's hilarious, right? Oh man. It'd be great if we had some economists running the economic decisions. Maybe one day we'll actually hire somebody who has like accomplishments in that area.
We
To
know
act-
that Trump's talking about putting Elon Musk in as an efficiency officer,
to fire up.
government efficiency.
I like this.
Yeah, be nice.
You just can't have 100,000 people doing nothing. That's and paying them for it. It's just not like, how could I ever run a business that way? It's craziness.
They don't look at it like a business. If they did, you'd take most of the congressmen and House representatives, and if you had to do a performance review, 3/4 of them we'd have to fire.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, normal, right? Imagine, because you have to look at it as a business, but they don't. I mean, the tax money is free money, and they're even down to the city level. A lot of cities operate that way. Oh, money's free. The people just give it to us. And that's kind of a bad way of looking at it, in my opinion.
Seriously.
You know.
I mean, I don't know the situation there.
Our taxes pretty like, because like, I don't know, we don't seem to manage things very well here. I know there's not a lot of oversight in India though, right? In terms of like their economic oversight, they kind of let each region do whatever they want, right?
There is a state government, yeah, and federal. I mean, the central government has defense and railways,
Yeah,
but
but
the rest of the things are managed by state government.
good. Yeah, and that's how it should be. I noticed that, right? I mean, you can open a business in your city, and you don't have to file it with the federal. You know what I mean? Government. You could have a company even. You could even have a small one. You wouldn't even have to file anything potentially, right? You just
Yeah.
hire people and work, and nobody cares, right? You can mind your own business, run your business, provide for your family, and there's no additional taxes or oversight or anything there.
Yeah, for simple business, you can do that. You can start directly.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Dan. When I worked at Oracle, I worked with a lot of people from India, and I don't know if you ever seen like the Indian Parliament or the government officials. They'll still get mad and start throwing chairs and stuff at each other. They don't mess around.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they
They
don't.
get very passionate about it. I mean, can you imagine our representatives being that passionate about their opinions?
Yeah.
Maybe every now and then, yeah, throw out a mat, have a throwdown.
Yeah. I don't. None of ours care. Everyone's just getting too much money for doing nothing potentially. But it's based on my observations, at least. It seems to be a game. Everyone's playing the game.
Yeah.
It's like a reality show. I pretend.
Yeah, we're kind of kicking up against what is that, a 5-minute fair value gap
We are.
and a 1 hour fair value gap. We're kind of see if we'll break through that.
Yeah, going sideways. That's what it looks.
ES
We
is
went
trying to.
7:30.
Yeah,
We went
yeah.
to
The
7
ES. Sorry, I'm looking at ES. ES is going sideways.
Yeah.
ES grabbed the 7. So Yeah, I mean, 730 is a pretty tough draw. And I think NQ is going for it. ES is probably going higher to
Yeah.
Asia high up here. Then, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, Asia high is on the top of where you actually put your. Talking to Natalie, where you right after you put your short in, it was right before you put your short in there, right? It was at 21:55 on the time, not the amount. 21:55 for time. The very top of that. The top of the highest high on our pump out here. I'm so glad you got that short. Oh my goodness. Slept through this portion, and then you took the trade about 9, right?
Yeah, a little bit
That is-
before 9.
That is great R&R. Look at that, all the way down to here. Yeah, she took the trade right in here. I'm talking about Natalie short. She
Natalie too. Well,
She sold last night around 10 or 11, and
another smart one.
yep, sold down here. Funded accounts. Getting
But
them
the
funded
market was
right.
closed in the afternoon, right? So can you trade between 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, 3:30 to 5:30 afternoon?
So our Top Step closes for us at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So and then it reopens like 5-6 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you can't. Your trade will be canceled between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you can after that you can enter trades again. So about 1800 you can Eastern Standard Time you can enter trades again. So you can we can swing trade them through the night if we want.
What time would the match?
Okay, so she started the trade after the 5 o'clock or 5:30.
Yeah, it was last
So
night.
it's next day for us. Yes, so it's
Yeah.
today,
Exactly, yeah.
and it works out so well for India in time because for you guys the afternoon separation, you get confused that although you traded yesterday, it will be counted in today's trades. And for India, for me, it's like I can trade till 1:30 at night, midnight, and that will be the end of the day, end of the market.
Oh,
And the
nice.
next day, morning at 3:30 or 4 o'clock, a fresh day start.
Cool.
For my, it's perfectly aligned with the sunrise and
Right? Yeah. Ours is through the night. That's funny.
Where are you located, Johnny? In Mumbai or?
yeah, India, near Mumbai.
Okay.
Dan knows everything about me.
That was awesome. Yeah, I found him on Google Maps. He literally him standing in his front porch. He's waving at the Google car.
Mhm. Cool.
That's so great. I love that you saw it and you went and wait, you're just standing out there. You're like, I want to be on Google Maps. That's awesome.
How do you time that?
Right, perfect timing. Mm-hmm. Well, I do like this still. It's
Are considering to add another one.
yes, I think so. I think this is a
I
little
knew
bit
it.
of a model. Well, let's go in 20
knew it.
contracts, guys. I'm just
I knew
joking.
then. What is your profit target for today then? Be careful.
Yeah, $900. No, I'm gonna sell one off at the 730, and I might sell two. We'll see. And then I have one on the chart, but we'll see if I sell two. we might pump out of this consolidation. So, yes, I think so too. Could be fun. Yeah.
How old are you, Johnny?
42.
42. I think Chichaku is also around 40, then something like that, or 43 is.
Yep. Yeah. 40 somewhere. I think he's 42, right?
40, okay.
42, 43.
You must be 40 plus as well, I
Yes,
assume.
yes, I'm 45.
And I'm the baby here. I'm 33.
Mm.
You follow there's a guy who is it? Justin Werlin. He's a trader. He's like 20.
He just turned 21.
He turned 21.
Yeah, he
That
went to New York, saw his
killing.
family.
Yeah.
What's his name? Let me Google.
Oh, Justin Werlin.
Is he also your mentor then, or is he not?
I've watched a lot of him. Yeah, he's got a lot of good he gets real passionate and real intense, so as long as you're aware. But he's
Yeah.
also like I like that. I like that he's really real and he's passionate. And he's very philosophical about his trading, and he's really very precise, and he sticks to his plan really really heavy, and he's got a really good intuition into market structure. I mean, just great. Very, very, very much an ICT logic based trader. Behavior, ICT logic, and long term perspective. All the good stuff that we're practicing as well. So I definitely like that. Very
He's-
similar to like Jesse.
He gets very colorful with his language to be nice, and
Uh-huh.
he's got a temper. He's got a really explosive temper.
That's interesting also, yeah. It's not
That does
boring.
cool down as time goes on, though. He's like 21, so he's really
Yeah, I
So
mean, he's-
if you are a YouTuber, then there is another element of putting a show and some drama
Mhm.
and some colors. So
Entertainment, yeah, also.
I think so, yeah. I think that's a real possibility that they're just exaggerating a little bit, just to be more interesting.
I've noticed.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
The
I
more
mean for
intense.
Facebook. I mean, for
No,
Facebook,
I
it,
just
every second counts, the
no.
number of views and the attention. If the viewers are staying even couple of seconds more, then it is considered okay. This spot is where
Yeah,
the streamer
Most
grabbed
viewed.
more attention. Exactly.
I might buy into that, but he throws tantrums and then he ends his stream. He gets mad, throws his tantrum, and just ends the stream, pouts off.
What's the name again? Verlin or Orlin? It's W.
Yeah, yeah, with a
It's
W. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, got it.
He
I-
makes
Jason.
I'm going home.
he makes good content though. I mean,
Oh
some of
yeah,
his videos are really good. There's a lot of great traders out there, right? And everybody, a lot of logic, behavior based, guys that really look into market structure, look into quality price targets, and based upon where the liquidity is located. Like there's lots of different methods for that. But it's all it's mostly behavioral, right? It's mostly behavioral. It's mostly risk management, and then having some intuition into the market structure. So yeah, look at this curve, guys. I don't know. I'm
yeah.
interested.
We've on the 1 minute, we're kind of showing a market structure shift.
Yeah, for sure. On the
And we're
three,
coming into a macro here. We'll see what happens.
what's encouraging to me is on the three, we don't really have, shoot, even on the one, we don't even have any fair value gaps really. I mean, we got this one. Where's our next fair value gap?
We have a 15
Down.
traced.
We got a 3 down here on our entry. There it goes. Displacement down. So now we need to make a decision with this displacement. Are we grabbing this fair value gap? Or are we actually coming back for continuing short?
Super respects is 15 minutes.
It's awfully close to my entry, guys. I'm going to add one more contract. Well, I know you were thinking of possibly getting out, but yeah, I was like, well, there it goes. Yeah. We cleared a 15-minute. Yeah, got us that we cleared a 15-minute. Yeah, there it is. That's the 15-minute right there. That's more powerful. I'm just gonna put that on the chart here. Oh, I'd like to have a stop behind that, but ain't no way I'm going down there. We'll see. I could get stopped out for 200 and that would be okay. We did bounce off that London low. Oh man, we're clear.
Yeah, it's looking heavy.
Looking
We got a
very
market structure shift on ES and NQ.
we did invert that 15-minute. We haven't printed the candle yet.
No.
So we will see.
Trying to retrace them.
Mm-hmm. Bang. What a grab.
Yes. But
Let's go.
guys,
Come
yes, we are in the middle of 5-minute fair value gap bullish,
on.
redirecting from it.
Oh, come on, that's not good. I don't like that it's coming down a second time. Good.
Keeps going.
Yeah, when it goes past the wick that it made on that push. Well, I gotta take into account that we are changing direction here.
Yeah, call me irresponsible. I took a short.
I also just about now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm well above my $200 a day profit margin. So
Got you, huh?
Then
I'm
That's
going to trail my stop loss on this because I want to stay above my $200 for the day. Normally I wouldn't do that, but let's see what this macro does.
We're at 10:50. Yeah, when has the market ever done that to us? So many times. Yeah, and that looks like on the 15-minute, that's a very much a grab, right? Looks a lot like a grab. We'll see what happens with this candle.
Helped a little bit there. Oop.
We got this 3-minute for value gap. Let's see how it treats it. I'm gonna push through. Come on, let's get some displacement. Up, displacement this way. Hovering.
Oh, freaking out.
So yes, interesting enough, has taken 730 and taken this high. NQ has not. NQ is the more powerful one. And we basically wicked to London low. That is something to take into account.
10 a.m. held.
Yeah. I still am $90 in the green, yeah. Very close to my entry though, because I have averaged in, of course. So yeah. We respected that 3-minute.
Do you have Chichaco clear bias, or it's a bit clouded? Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, we could end up with something like this. You know,
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah, we're down there.
Can you put then 1 hour chart?
Yeah.
Then? And look closely now. We have bounced from H1 fair value gap, and it's exactly where the opening weekly price is, Chaco. Oh, and it will go up, but no idea.
that.
Kind of range.
Yeah, I mean that's quite a bounce.
Mhm.
It's cool.
And when I'm not so certain, it's maybe better to stay away from the charts. I'm not. I'm a bit cloudy, you know. So Chichaco, I wanted to ask.
Yeah, we're slowing down a lot. You
Chichaco,
took 400 profit. You got in down here though, right, Chichaco? Nice. So, yeah.
oh man,
That
I
first
went
1 minute inversion, you were sold, huh? I mean, there's a little entry model, you know, a little retracement and back out.
and we have 11:03. Chichaco, I wanted to ask you, what do you have behind as your background in some of your videos, like for example with Dan, it's something like Angry Birds or something like that. It's cool. What's that? Mhm. Ah, okay, okay. Mhm. And do you have also like home office, or you're going to work over there? Cool.
It's a good trade if it doesn't make you nervous. Mhm. Me too.
Yeah.
Right?
Is the macro?
Yeah, so liquidity seems to have slowed down a lot. Not gonna lie though, this looks like a nice entry model for a long on the 15 minute as well. Just Throw that out there for a bullish cut case. Right? We bounced the Asia low, came down in the 15-minute fair value gap, grabbed liquidity, and look on ES we grab below the 730 and we're bouncing off it a little bit. Let's see if we don't get displacement down. I don't like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How many?
I'm in 4 contracts. Yeah. 4.
Quattro
Coming
stagioni.
Entry. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't do that. All right. My stop is at
Mhm.
2614. Yep. Hey, the bearish case is also there. We bounced that 3-minute and came back down. Generated 2 3-minute fair value gaps as well. No 5 minutes. We got some displacement down in this macro. I don't like that. Don't like it.
I'm in a short, guys. So certain, but I enter it anyway. It looks like it.
Yeah, you got a little entry model off the 3-minute. I could see a case for it. I bet your profit target's past my stop loss. I'm just checking. I don't know what to hope for now, Igor. I'm very conflicted.
Then better get out.
Yeah, it
idea.
doesn't look great. But hopefully it bounces to 730 here. Comes back up on ES and having lots of opportunities to take profits in this consolidation and get out, save myself if I want to, but I don't know if I want to do that.
Just let the good trade play out. It's a good trade, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I got time-based liquidity.
Sure, we got some.
Our bias, it looks like we're coming down, but it looks like honestly this is just a retracement of a retracement. Oh, yes. Being patient. It's so hard. It can be hard.
Yes, I understand that you are seeing that we can go further up. It's not a question, but
Yeah, honestly, we might be here till the next macro, and then some. I was really hoping for a push to the high at the 11, so it's not. That's 11 o'clock. It's getting to be outside my window here as well.
Likewise. So Chichako, my previous thoughts from yesterday and today were that we managed to engineer this false move kinda yesterday. It's not in a sense it's not a trend. It's not a real trend from my side, you know. And as I see it, we are supposed to move down from the beginning of this move from yesterday. That's my bias for today, you know. What do you think about that? Mhm. Yeah. And under is this daily fair value gap and also 4-hour. Oh, that's the that's actually yesterday's low is my target, you know. It's also this daily fair value gap and 4-hour. Weird moves in the markets then.
Yeah, that's good. But we didn't get a push in my time frame, so I'm probably gonna get stopped out here. Finish that macro. Let's see where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sure did too. All right, look at got retraced to 50, and this one even retraced 50%. Went through 50%, and even this upward retracement retraced to 50%. Right? See that? Finding balance at the 50%. I'm about to get stopped out. Yeah, you got it way out. You going long still? How's it look on the 15? Gosh.
You'd have to have your stop way beyond, not way beyond.
Yeah, my original stop location was better. But again, that's the adding to the trade. And try to figure this out. It'd be really good behavior to figure out.
You mean when to add?
Yeah, adding and because when I added, I had to bring my stop. There it goes. I had to bring my stop loss up, right? And so my original stop loss location was here, right?
Yeah.
So actually, this is good. Let's see if that's ever gonna get taken. But yeah, all right. Well, I'm just gonna take one trade for the day, and then I'll take another one tomorrow. I think the liquidity slowed down a lot.
Mm-hmm. Then my experience or my opinion because I didn't I do not have this in place when to add a contract. You know, I've can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you great.
My internet is a bit lagging. For example, if I am positive that we are the price is in a hurry to close one market maker model, you know, then I can add up more contracts or I can scale, you know. But if I'm not certain that's the case, then I can mess it up, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I definitely see the bearish case. So we will see.
Case scenario.
Ooh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's awful thing. I've managed to fuck up one, not account, but one or two trades because of these limit orders earlier with Top Step.
Yeah. You leave them there and close the account. Yeah,
Mhm.
close the window and then come back and you're like, what?
I was
Took it.
asking this guy, what was that? I didn't make this limit order, put it there or something. And then I do not like, for example, I do understand, but I do not like what Top Step is doing regarding this TV or show or something like that, and they are making it like it's entertainment, you know. These traders and I'm doing this, you're doing that, all sorts of a little bit of bullshit, in my opinion, you know.
Yeah, it is. They got a lot of different methods on there, right? And it's kind of like just watching people trade, right? Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that also I one girl or woman over there, D. Do you have you seen her, Diana?
I
It's
have
not so
not.
important. She's very successful trader. We had a small contact, but she's doing something with I don't know, maybe this volume trading or something regarding this volume trading. I do not like it, but she's also from Serbia, and her father was a musician, and she's awesome girl. She's also awesome trader, but I do not resonate with this kind of strategy. You know, she also has community and courses and something like that.
Cool, but it's hard to. Yeah, it's not like a market structure strategy. It's kind of a indicator based strategy.
I think she has one or two indicators. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I haven't had too much luck with those either. I know there's people that make money off of them, but I think they
Mm,
develop an intuitive understanding of market structure while they're using them, you know?
definitely. Mhm.
Yes.
Will be right there, guys.
Oh, 11:20. We've got 11:50 is our next macro. Trying to decide if I'm think I'm gonna be done for today. We will get a good entry tomorrow.
You can just watch.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah.
There might be something that take the click.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's true.
Nice. I got another account funded today.
Hey, go. That's awesome, Southpaw. Good work.
Got one in reserve, and my funded account, I hit a little bit, a little over $200, and I got out of it. It's just so choppy.
What's your average risk for these trades? Are you about 500 risk, or what's your risk?
When I go into minis,
Wait.
about 500 risk.
About 500 risk. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're about 8 to 10 in then, somewhere in there, 7 to 10
Yeah.
contracts.
I made about 700 in one account. If I could be that bold, and the one that I got funded today, I made 953.
Nice. That is awesome.
If I could be that bold in the funded, I'll get there. You work so hard to get the funded, you just don't. Yep. I wish they would take some of these older accounts that you've blown and take them off take them off your list.
Hmm.
They
They're not
tend
encouraging to
to,
look at.
maybe the end of the month they'll refresh them, Yeah, I even went into cancel and delete and get rid of them, man. But they don't seem to go anywhere.
I guess they want you to be able to review them and learn from them, right?
I guess they kind of clutter things up.
Yeah, when you're
They show on the bottom on TradingView. The newest ones show on the bottom. Yep, I know. Yeah, I figured once I make my first 100,000, I'll switch over to that. I was waiting for somebody to laugh or. I'm not even changing my underwear. No, I didn't say that. I won't change my socks.
You're consistent. He's consistent enough.
Yeah, you say be consistent. That's exactly right. Need to be consistent.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day too. Count my lucky charms, my lucky stars, whatever you want to call it, and call it a day.
Yep, it's a good idea.
All right, guys, I'm out. Thank you
Sounds
so
good.
much for all your help, everybody.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay.
We'll see you, Paul. Enjoy.
I'll
Yeah.
meet you out in the driveway for a chest bump, Jaron. All right. Bye.
Yep, I'm gonna call it today, guys. And I'm gonna
Okay.
we'll be back tomorrow morning and going for it. Should be fun.
It'll be
All right.
fun, guys. Thank you
Yep.
also.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Take care. Bye.